Welcome to Unwrapped, the B Corp Spotlight series where we invite people from B Corp brands to answer some of the most frequently asked B Corp questions. I'm Katie, your host, and today I'm pleased to welcome Ian Bradbury from Earth Animal. It's great to have you here, Ian.
It's great to be here, thank you.
Great. So today, Ian, you have kindly volunteered to answer the question, how did B Corp start?
So as I understand it, I think B Corp started around 2006 when a group of three friends who shared a vision to make business a force for good. And I think it was kind of based on the idea that it is possible to build a different kind of economy. And I think, it was about that shared vision, but actually it was a necessity given the challenges that the world faced then and continues to face today. And so the belief was really that business could lead the way towards a new stakeholder-driven model. And I think that was the beginnings of B Lab. And so since then, B Lab have become known for certifying organisations as B Corps. And they're the organisations that reach the highest standards of social and environmental performance, accountability and transparency. But I guess the reality is it's not just about the process of certification. It's about creating a movement. And that's a movement to change our whole entire economic system. And that means setting new standards, policies, tools, and programs to help change behaviour and attitudes. And I think that's why we at Earth Animal are so exceptionally proud to be a certified B Corp and part of the movement to drive that change.
It's interesting. You use the word belief. And I think that's quite key, actually. When B Corp obviously started as an idea between those three people, but there was enough belief in there to actually turn it into something tangible. That's the difference, and that's what's really interesting and exciting, as you say, to be along for that journey as well. So, I'm interested. How did you hear about B Corp, and what was your belief at the time around what was possible for Earth Animal?
It's really interesting. I'm trying to think about when I first came across B Corp as an idea, and I think I probably experienced it as a consumer first and started to be aware of brands that were using and identifying as being B Corps. The B Corp certification actually started prior to me joining Earth Animal, and so the business was already on that journey. It was already a mission-based organisation, really passionate about driving change in the pet industry and finding solutions to kind of pet parents' needs that took a more ethical and sustainable approach, as well as having loads of amazing initiatives around engaging with communities. And so I think as B Corp became more visible, it was an obvious choice to go down that route and to be able to just evidence the work that was already happening, opposed to it being a reason for changing the organisation. It was like we were already in that direction, and therefore it would have been crazy not to. And then more than anything, I think it's great to be part of that wider community of change. And it's great, I think, also for signalling to the world around kind of what it is you believe in. And it's a great shortcut for demonstrating that you are an organisation that is passionate about using your business for good.
In this conversation, we've used the word change a lot.
Yes.
And that can spark a whole range of emotions in people, stakeholders, to use business terminology, both internally and externally. So last question, again, thinking around B Corp and its origins and change really being at the heart of everything. So how as a business, how do we manage that? How did Earth Animal manage that? And I'm interested as well, because you said you joined the business who had already begun the B Corp journey. So
yeah.
How did that feel to you? Did that feel different? And what was your response to that?
Coming into an organisation that is so clear in its mission, it is great and really refreshing. But of course, the premise is it's not about being the complete article. And so change is constant, and as a business, we are not perfect, and so it's about constant improvement, and that requires the constant reevaluation of what we do and how we do it and how it can be better. Because I don't believe that there is a single organisation that is has kind of reached the pinnacle of their ability to perform. And so, so change is very much part of it. And I think to your point around how do you make it easy, or how do you navigate change? I think it's about breaking it down. Sometimes some of these tasks can feel all-consuming or complex. I think the thing we try to do is to break it down into the first steps towards making an evolution. And that kind of manifests in loads of different ways. And it can be just the way in which we galvanise the entire organisation with the role that each person can play. And that doesn't have to be a huge commitment. It can be the simplest of things. And it can sometimes be something they're already doing, but let's just kind of accelerate that as well. So hopefully that gives you, or at least that in part answers your question.
It does. It's a great answer. Thank you so much, Ian. It's been a real pleasure listening to you today, having you answer these questions for us. For those of you watching who want to find out more about Earth Animal, you'll find all the details and the links that you need below. And, excuse me, finally, if you enjoyed this video, do remember to like, subscribe, and most importantly, go and explore the rest of the series. Ian, thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks, Katie.